be a sponge, and then bring the juice.
By focusing on your improvement, by focusing on your progress, and eliminating any fixed mindset that you may have and acts of perfectionism, then you encourage your own mastery.
On some level, we do what we want to do 24 hours a day. Now, sometimes it may not seem like that, but if I'm choosing to work instead of sleep, what I'm actually saying is keeping my job is more important than sleeping.
I'm tired of this. I'm tired of getting beat. What can I do to get over this hump? So mentally, that's when I kind of put that forefront, like, hey, it's either all or nothing.
I like to put failure in quotations because I don't believe that failure is true failure if you're looking at it with the right mindset.
The truth is, the journey to greatness is hard. It takes time, it takes effort, it takes focus, and every day you have to decide what you value, what you want to pursue, and what you want to achieve. And if you dig deep enough, if you push hard enough, we all have what it takes to be great. Welcome to the Edge of Greatness.
Hello and welcome back to another episode of the Daily Dose. It is Monday, April 10th. I hope everyone had a fantastic Easter weekend. I took a step away. It was kind of nice. I didn't do anything recording-wise, writing-wise. I just kind of slept in. I hung out with the kids, spent some time with the family. It's left me with a little bit of work to do today, but that's fine. And I think sometimes having a little extra work to do, but being rested is better than trying to, for lack of a better word, muscle through the week or the work that we have and continuing to press on when our minds and our bodies need to reset and recharge. One of the most important things as a solo creator or somebody who's putting in work for themselves and doesn't have a boss telling them when and what to do is knowing when to stop, when to rest, when to take a break, how to manage your time. I see it all too often where people go super hard and they're doing a great job for a while and then they kind of just disappear and fall off the map because they've burnt out. They've done too much. They've gone too long, too hard, and they just don't have the ability to sustain that. Learning how to create for lack of a better word, a balance in your life, because people don't like to use that word. People think that balance is unsustainable when it comes to work and business and life and, work, family balance, all that stuff. People they don't like the word. I've spoke on it. I think that there is a word. I think there is a way to do that. I think that's an important piece of consistent long-term success, is creating a life that you find balance in. Now, it's not going to be equal. That's the big takeaway. You can't have equal time commitments to everything. That's not the balance I'm talking about. But finding a way to create balance from the amount of effort and time that you put in and the ability to recharge and find breaks and step away. So as you continue to develop your routine, your system, what works for you, think about balance in terms of energy in versus energy out, right? It's not time balance. It's not, I spent 5 hours doing this, so I get to go spend 5 hours doing that. It's like a fueling station, right? The amount of time that you can drive before your car hits empty isn't the same amount of time that it takes to fill it back up, right? So you have this ability to work and go further and longer, but you do need to refuel from time to time. Otherwise, you will hit empty. So it doesn't have to be equal time, but you do have to realize when and where the gas stations are and how often you need to stop and find them. So this weekend was good for me for that. I spent a lot of time with the kids. I spent a lot of time with the family. It was fun to kind of slow down and take a breath. This week I'm going to have to kind of ramp it back up. So that's kind of, I think, one of the reasons why mentally I kept saying, nah, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to put that off. I'm going to do that next time. So I think that's one of the challenges too, is understanding like what's to come and where you can find those moments to say, okay, I know I'm going to have a lot of work to do here in the next few days. Let's take a minute to kind of set myself up for that run, for that work. Overall, what I want to see happen is less people run themselves into the ground because they're trying to get stuff done and they're just constantly doing work for work's sake. When you decide to sit down and do work, or when you decide, if it's standing up work, it doesn't matter. When you decide to do the work, make sure you're getting stuff done. Don't just spin your wheels. If you find yourself in a place where that's the case and nothing's actually getting done, you're just clocking hours, take a break, step away, do something to break it up. Because that's when I think we get closer and closer to burnout, is when we find ourselves just spinning those wheels and being stuck in this, I'm at work all the time, but I'm not actually getting any work done. If you can create a system that eliminates that, I think you find yourself in a place that's mentally more appealing and easier to manage over the course of your career. So, again, I hope everyone had a fantastic weekend. If you were looking for an episode yesterday, I didn't release one. Like I said, I took the week off. I took the weekend off. I didn't do a whole lot. The next conversation will be Sunday this coming week. And then we'll be back on track as normal. So it's just kind of one of those, I wanted to take a little bit of a time to step away and breathe. If you are looking for more stuff, more information, more things from me, check out the website, theedgeofgreatnessproject.com. I've made some adjustments. We're doing some changes. The first changes, the podcast is hosted on a new platform. So that's pretty cool. And we're really making some shifts for this coming summer and going into the new summit this fall. So if you attended last year's summit, keep your eyes out. The new summit sign up will be starting here sometime, I would say, before the end of this month. All right, we're up to 9 speakers confirmed. And I haven't really been sending any emails out yet. So this is just like hey, I'm thinking about doing this again. Would you be interested type of conversation with the people who I have a better relationship with. And so I think we can get close to 30 speakers, and I am looking forward to getting that to you guys again. So, but that's it for today. Let's have a great week. Let's get back after it. And as always, keep reaching for the stars. Fall flat on your face, but remember, whenever we fall, always get up.
Thank you for joining us today on the Edge of Greatness podcast. If you haven't yet, please take a minute now to subscribe and review our show. Join us again next week as we continue to dig deeper into the key components of greatness. The path to greatness is never linear, so remember to keep pursuing greatness no matter what. Keep stretching your abilities, reach for the stars, and fall flat on your face. But remember, no matter what happens, whenever we fall, always get up. Until next time, I'm Charles Schultz, and this was the Edge of Greatness podcast.